When we implement a new methodology and activity in classroom, it's fundamental to evaluate its effectiveness and how students approach it. In particular, it's crucial to allocate time at the end of each activity or session for debriefing with students. Reflecting on their experience serves as an initial assessment of the activity's effectiveness and provides insights into areas for improvement or potential new objectives arising from the experience. Additionally, involving students in evaluating the experience promotes their motivation, awareness, and sense of ownership over their learning. From an educational standpoint, teachers should also assess the collaborative group's work and final output, considering its quality and opportunities for enhancement in future activities. This assessment should encompass both objective criteria related to the quality of the students' work and observations made during the sessions, including group dynamics and participant feedback. Monitoring group dynamics before and during activity execution offers valuable insight into the effectiveness of collaborative work. Teachers should pay close attention to any shifts or variations in interpersonal dynamics, as these serve as indicators of improvements or deficiencies in classroom interaction. This information is essential for evaluating activity effectiveness, group composition, and identifying opportunities for improvement or new activities within the group. Specifically relating to StoryCode project and this teacher training course, we will ask you to practice with an active learning methodology. It is a problem-based activity you have to implement in your classroom. Let's see all the steps to follow. Firstly, you will have to join a collaborative group with a suggested participation of at least 3 teachers and actively participate within it. With the other group members, you'll have to select a theme of didactic or personal significance to incorporate into the annual school planning. Then, you will have to develop a collaborative narrative coding project for your students following the structure you will find in the reserved area. The planning of the narrative coding project can be short-term or long-term, focused on a specific subject or cross-disciplinary. As you will find in the guidelines of the project, you will have to implement a project assessment to evaluate the effectiveness of the activity and how students approached it. This project assessment includes 3 instruments with different goals: an individual student assessment, a collaborative group assessment, and a student's satisfaction questionnaire. Focusing on the first one, the individual student assessment, you will have to apply it to each student twice, once before the beginning of the project and once after its completion. You can use the provided system you will find in the reserved area as Annex 2, or you can create your own considering computational thinking, narrative, and socio-relational competencies. Then, you will have to apply a collaborative group assessment system to each group 3 times. Once at the beginning of the project, once midway through, and once during the final session. You can use the provided system in the reserved area, Annex 3, or you can develop your own. The last instrument for project assessment is a satisfaction questionnaire. You will have to administer to all students regarding the narrative coding activity 3 times. Once at the beginning of the project, once midway through, and once at the final session. You may opt to use the provided system you will find in the reserved area as Annex 4, or you can create your own. At the end of your narrative coding project, you will have to access the designated section on the reserved area for this activity and upload your group report and all the assessment attachments. StoryCode trainers will evaluate your activity following evaluation criteria detailed in the activity attachments and send you a feedback about your project and its implementation. If you have any doubts, contact StoryCode trainers. Thanks for your attention.